Camp Crush came out of a session that started with extremely low vibes.
Remember Cozi and I talked about the chorus that we had. Didn't feel great about it, like driving to the studio.
My overall feeling is that I don't love where Camp Crush is right now. We're just not quite letting the storytelling drive what we're doing.
And so what we ended up doing is just not filming it. And we had Camp Crush, most of Camp Crush, everything with the bridge done for like weeks, I think. And still we didn't know what we were gonna do with the bridge.
It's a camp crush. Sorry.
Just give in to the feeling. It's a camp crush.
Camp Crush came out of a session that started with extremely low vibes. We had just lost our Max. We had no idea who our new Max would be. And we all just looked at each other and kind of got into that slap happy hour where you're like, well, we either could have laughed or cried, and so we just laughed. That is the song with the most alt lyrics. As a songwriter, the easiest thing to write is the silly lyric that rhymes exactly with the lyric you really should use. I mean, we have inside jokes to this day from just that one song, and I know we've got a lot of footage of us laughing so hard we can't even breathe while we're writing that song. If I'm a minivan, then he's a Cadillac. Oh, Lenny, you're cool. Yeah, but not like that.
I mean, okay. Hang on.
There's a really famous quote that ends up on a lot of like home decor or pillows or signs that says, "Where words fail, music speaks." But that's honestly the vibe in a musical.
And so when you come to these moments emotionally for the characters where it matters a lot,
we gotta sing about it. That was kind of always his quote when we came to an emotional beat in the show that just had to be a song.
because it's a musical show. So I'm always looking for these moments of emotional importance, or a moment where a character is trying to convince another character of something, and go, well, we have to sing about it. Like, it's a musical.
I mean, if I'm a Honda Civic, he's a Cadillac. And I think it should absolutely be Savannah. Oh, Lenny, you're cool. Yeah, but not like that.
Or somebody else saying, Lenny, you're cool. And Savannah goes, yeah, but not like that.
That's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Bro, oh, Lenny, you're cool. Yeah, but not like that.
Cozi's writing style. It's annoying. It's annoying because she's a bit of a savant. Like she's an auteur of creativity.
C in your middle finger and D in the thumb in the right hand?
Creative genius. I think just brilliance. I don't know. I don't even know how to sum up her talent, because it's like, it is creative genius. You know, she's a brilliant actor, brilliant songwriter, brilliant writer. Just like out of nowhere, she'll be like, oh, we need this moment here. And then ends up writing this whole monologue for the end of the show that like sums up the whole thing in like 15 minutes.
It was really cool, like to have Cozi become a part of the behind the scenes. I could totally feel that I'm in my 20s energy and I'm gonna earn my way into where I really want to be, which has ended up being everywhere. You know,
Cozi's creative style in general is, here are the marching orders, here's what we need, here's what the moment needs. And then for the most part, she doesn't really need anybody else.
we started working on the song. We ended up calling Camp Crush. And 30 minutes before they got there, I think they were arriving at like 10. It was like 9:30, and I'm like, okay, I think I got an idea. So I had this chorus idea, and it sort of came out of nowhere. I'm like, those are the best ones. This feels really good. I shared it with Alan.
Remember Cozi and I talked about the chorus that we had. Didn't feel great about it, like driving to the studio. And I think I called Adam that morning maybe and said, I'm not sure about the chorus, I'm not loving it. And then I can literally see him like,
This happens with me and Alan. Where like I'll deliver something and I'll feel like, oh, this is the thing. And then he's like, yeah, it's the thing, but I don't know if it's the thing. It needs to do this, because he's got the grander perspective.
if you're saying it in a new way, from a new perspective with a new voice and a flip on it, then the audience isn't going to get bored. because they haven't heard this version of it yet. If they've been here, anytime the audience is like, I've been here before, you're dead. Move on, cut the scene, change the scene. But I don't think the audience is gonna feel like, oh, I've been here before, because they haven't heard Lenny and Max sing this chorus in this way.
Right.
So they'll go on the ride.
The next day, same thing, 9:30. I'm like, all right, dude, how about this? You know, so like I went and tried to deliver what he was talking about, put more Camp Crushes in the middle, but make it all work.
And then 30 minutes later, when we show up at the studio, the first thing we did is he played us on guitar the Camp Crush chorus that is now in the show. And
Played that for him, and he's like, bam.
we were just like, oh, that's amazing. That's the chorus. And then he had this really cool sound bed for what the verse would be.
Like 1,000 degrees, I mean the tension, it was crazy, it was keep it PG. Now we're ready for the wedding, Lenny, listen to me. Yeah, it's a match made in heaven.
Anytime something comes on, it just makes me start doing this. I'm like, all right, well, that's the thing. I pay close attention to those first impressions because an audience, it's their first impression. So if it's making me do that thing, and I'm a pretty difficult internal music critic, then I hope and expect it would do that for the audience. We didn't know what the verse was, and so like we're over here kind of working on stuff, and maybe I think we're working on like guitar and like what it could do, blah, 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 like what it could be, and like, oh, it's this sort of stuff. And we look back, and Cozi's been back here on the sofa for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. She's like, all right, well, I think I have an idea for the verse. Once again, you're like, oh, maybe it's like a melody or hum a melody, or maybe like a line, or what if it said something like this? And she just sings what, with maybe a line or two tweak, I can't even remember, but pretty much what is the verse.
Oh, we were feeling the heat, like 1,000 degrees. I mean the tension, it was crazy, it was...
Because she understands the craft side of it, but she's an actor and she's a storyteller, and there's a lot of things that are swirling around in her brain, and she's been working on her craft for long enough that she knows how to catch the butterfly in that tornado. It's a pretty special combination when I get the privilege of being in the room with those two.
This is the team aspect of everything. Like when you're working on music and I'm engineering, producing, and I really like to mesh those things. I like to record while we're writing.
I could see like, it's a match made in, like almost somebody being serious. It's a match made in heaven, really. Thank you, G-O-D.
Okay.
As soon as a song is starting to take shape, I'm pressing record and building the things that are going to be the thing.
It's a camp crush.
Now we're ready for the wedding, Lenny, listen to me. It's a match made in heaven, thank you, G-O-D.
Guys, come on. No shot.
Just give in to the feeling. It's a camp crush.
It's eventually going to be all those things together, so I like to mesh those. And it's really helpful when everybody in the room goes like, oh, he's doing that, I'll do this. Oh, they got the verse and chorus, and I've been a little bit whatever, I'm gonna go work on the bridge.
Maybe it's what if I dove in the deep end, what if I let myself feel butterflies, ooh, my head in my heels,
And I can't deny.
That was a really cool part of the process for me, was being in the room with Adam and Alan and Cozi when they were working on the music. I would be outside typing and making updates to the script and then go back in and hear what they were doing, and that would inform changes that we were making on the page. And as far as the songs, it was similar to writing a scene where you'd say, what's the conflict of this scene? What's your in, what's your out? That process for me, not actually being a songwriter, was maybe the most fun of all of this, was seeing them in their element and seeing Adam doing his thing, who is just a genius.
In any musical, what I do know is that it's always about the song needs to take the story from point A to point C, with the song being point B.
You could just fast forward the song and nothing changed in the story or for the characters, then just don't sing the song. Well, from a story perspective, our main characters started the place like, there's no way that this person is into me.
What are you looking at me like that for?
You were flirting with her.
I know not of what you speak.
Boys, am I right?
1,000%. Okay, y'all are crazy. Stop it.
And by the end of it, they're open to the idea of it. They're excited by the ideas.
What if I let it be real? What if I let myself feel?
And then from like an audience perspective, it's a super fun bop.
Camp crush. Jump
be crazy.
It's a camp crush.
I hope this is one of those moments where when you get to it in the show, you're like, oh, I love this song.
Just give in to the feeling. It's a camp crush. Just admit that you see it. It's a camp crush.
I don't love where Camp Crush is right now. From our previs, as it's called.
Oh, we were feeling the heat, like 1,000 degrees. I mean, the tension, it was crazy. It was keep it PG.
And that's our first thing up, and we'll be shooting that in 2 weeks. So that's a challenge today, is to get clarity in my own mind about what I'm looking at on Camp Crush that's not really getting me excited, and then be able to communicate that clearly to Paul and Ryan in the choreography department. I watched it 100 times. I'm ready.
So Paul Becker is at the top of his game. He's a very good storyteller who tells stories through choreography. More often than not, he'll send me something and I'm just like, that's awesome. Get your guys ready to do that because we're doing that. But sometimes, for whatever reason, he'll send me something, whether it be a specific piece of choreography in something he's doing or an overall design of a section, just isn't what I'm looking for from that particular moment or from that song or whatever. Again, I feel like my job is just to go like, how does this make me feel?
There's moments. There's definitely moments that I like, for sure. I want to tell a story a little more clearly. I want to mirror shots and setups and ask questions and give answers visually a little more clearly. And I feel a little like claustrophobic a lot. My overall feeling is that I want to let it breathe a little bit. The moments that really play for me are the moments that we're pulled back a little bit so I can kind of see what's happening. Sometimes I'm just getting like this feel a little bit. And I get it. I know we're inside, but there's also moments where you do pull back and I get like, oh yeah. And I just want that feel kind of the whole time. And all of that at the same time simplify a little bit so that the audience could just like grab onto, like let it be a bop, just grab onto the song. The moments that are really working for me are the simpler moments. From the jump in the studio, we did that, it's a camp crush, and he goes, don't be crazy. Like from the jump, I always saw this wide where everybody does that clean kind of shoulder thing, and he's into it for a second. He's like, get out of here. So the second we kind of pull back into that, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm here, we're here, that's a shot, I'm gonna remember that. People are gonna absolutely grab onto that, and they're gonna do that. And then when you take me to the girls, do we need to simplify such that the girls do the same thing? And save that piece of choreography, or simplify it or something so that it's another thing that I can wait for and do. We're just not quite letting the storytelling drive what we're doing yet. Story's got to drive it, and then once it's driving it, then design something that is fun and simple. It's just like kind of a lot happening to me right now, so I don't like grab onto things.
Because right now it's very bouncy and full, and we can say that for the last part. It could be like get together, just like here. Just more like TikTok-y K-pop. Okay, so wipe me, and then show me the same frame that the dudes were doing. Okay. With the girls just doing the K-pop version. I think that would be adorable.
Don't be crazy.
I gotta put him in a flannel or a shirt or something. I gotta let my hero be a hero. So like I see that level. He's gonna do this. I gotta have that shot from Mac.
Just give in to the feeling.
When we get outside, the guys can't be like looking at the girls and vice versa.
In their world.
They gotta be in their world, and I think it'd be really fun if like we go outside, and if that's the door and it's Max, he doesn't have to necessarily be leading the way. There's a couple of them, but he's early, and like they keep singing, and he's just like back here. You know what I mean? Like we're vibing and doing the thing. She's doing the same thing, and they back into each other.
I like that one.
like this one?
Option 2. And it's like full, it's forward. They're not paying attention. We'll do that for the guys. We'll do it for the girls. Then I buy. Like if they do whatever that is, like fun moment out of the thing. Fun moment out of the thing. Then I can go to this. And he's going from this back to like playing with his dudes.
Yeah.
And she does the same.
Yep.
And then they bump into each other.
Don't be crazy.
The mirror thing was cute. You not into it?
What if I let it be real? What if I?
And I don't know why necessarily, but the initial previs of the bridge for Camp Crush just didn't excite me. I don't know, it was one of those, like I was trying to kind of think on behalf of the audience, and there was like a mirror thing, if memory serves, but it made me go, as opposed to,
I don't think that I want to do a dream sequence where we put them in the same frame. I'll tell you why, because I want to save it. There's a couple things that come to mind. You could do the mirror thing, which could work, or they could kind of like, if this is their bump, they could kind of like be turned and having a moment to themselves that they're just kind of like realizing, like, oh, this could be cool, and we're just on each of them kind of individually, floating a little bit. They're having not an emotional, but like an intimate moment that we put together in the edit, maybe even split screen, so that they are looking at each other doing the same. I'm open to ideas.
Even sitting here now, I don't really know why. The bridge just didn't excite me, and so what we ended up doing is just not filming it. And we had Camp Crush, most of Camp Crush, everything with the bridge done for like weeks, I think. And still we didn't know what we were gonna do with the bridge. At some point you have to film it, right? So we ended up just doing kind of a dream sequence where we filmed Never Be the Same.
What if I let it be real? What if I let myself feel?
Which worked from like a production, kind of putting the puzzle pieces together, but also this is an example to me of like sometimes the idea you have to make, it just ends up being better for production, because I couldn't have them change because it takes time to change, and we didn't have time to literally let Antonio and Cozi go back to their trailer and change wardrobe and hair. So they were already dressed for Never Be the Same. And I was like, let's just do it right now. We'll do it. Get everybody out of there. Like, it'll just be the two of them. Camp Crush is a song about the two of them going like, oh, maybe there's something there. And the bridge, if you're paying enough attention, they're actually in the same wardrobe and they're in the same place as where they end up a few episodes later, literally dancing together. It ends up being this really, I think, kind of interesting foreshadowing of where they're going to go. When that idea of doing the bridge for Camp Crush in the same wardrobe, in the same place that we do Never Be the Same, clearing everybody out, and it's just them. When I pictured that and Paul showed me kind of what it could be, that gave me the feel.
I'm head over heels, and I can't deny. So what if I just give it to the feeling? It's like can't crush. Just admit that you see it. It's like can't crush. Just give it to the feeling. It's like can't crush. Just admit that you see it. It's like can't crush. You're thinking way too much. It's obvious. It's like can't crush. Don't be crazy. It's like